tropical update as of 7:40 p.m. PST. And Predator Tropical Cyclone 9 has formed. What can I say? NOAP-free Hurricane Hunter aircraft, which has been flying a separate mission in this disturbance this evening, dropped sudden data from this flight as well as surface observations from Q suggest that the system is still a trough of low pressure, and the trough actually is a little further west than previously estimated. So surface winds are there 30 knots, and the pressure has dropped slightly to 1007. It's moving 305 by 8 knots, which is northwestward. It's expected to slow down and turn northwestward by Saturday morning and continue that trajectory over the weekend, embedded in the southerly flow between a deep level trough over the southeastern United States and a ridge over the west central Atlantic. The track models are in good agreement for the first 3 days of the forecast. The new NEC forecast track has been shifted westward during that period, mainly due to the westward adjustment of the position, but it is also a bit slower than the previous prediction based on the latest guidance. There is significantly more uncertainty in the track forecast after day 3, but at the very least, it appears that the system will slow down considerably and perhaps even stall near the coast of South Carolina. Anciently, the 18ZGFS and ECMWF sloops no longer shows the system moving inland over the southeastern United States and have come more in line with their respective endeavor means, as well as ACCA consensus and Google DeepMinds. For this, forget a very slow near stationary motion is shown on day 5. Yeah, I mean, it's possible it does this Farewell shit. I mean, but it probably does become a hurricane, most likely by 72 hours, based on what we can see. Here is the latest track. It takes it northwestward through the Bahamas, then stalls it. Could stall off the coast depending on what you believe in the models. Um, Here is the models. Pretty much, it gets around here. Then it gets potentially put out to sea by Humberto, which is an absolute monster. I mean, of a storm. Um, DEFS also shows this. Um, Here's the ECMWF 18Z. It actually does take it over, but more like Hadris into Chesapeake Bay. Here's the HAF for 93 hours. Actually makes landfall. HAF SB makes landfall. HWRF keeps it offshore. About 9.7 millibars. HMON makes landfall. And here is the models as I showed. Yeah, here it is, north of Cuba. Now we're going to talk about Humberto, which is, oh my god, 125 knots. An absolute must. Look at that ring and well, wow. Yeah, 125 knots and CMAS shows 6.4 T. Yeah, out of this fucking world. I mean, and expected ahead. And low shear, warm water environment, very favorable for strengthening, and they're forecasting 140 knots in 24 hours, a Cat 5 hurricane. But afterward, it's expected to weaken because conditions become less favorable. And this system will not affect land, most likely. Maybe some waves and some wind from Bermuda. I mean, here is the latest track as it goes around Bermuda. Um, There's the track models. About the same as earlier. Not much has changed, but this thing is an absolute beast. I mean, here's intensity models. A lot of them, some of them go into Cat 5, which is possible in the next 12 to 24 hours before it starts weakening. Lastly, we're looking at Narda, which, what can I say? I mean, it has no effect, going to have absolutely no effect on land. But it has 80 knot winds, and it has become a little bit more organized, move westward, and expected to head more northward after about 24 hours in the cooler waters, and expecting the weekend to have a low by 60 hours. Here it is. I think I think it's getting closer to what has been estimated. I mean, well, that's your tropical update.